Ketchup, what are you doing that's being boomery, and why are you being in trouble? Ketchup like, Bubbles, mean me. That's why he gets quiet when we catch him doing something boomery. Like he doesn't know how to defend himself, like he's scared.
What? Yeah, I'm looking through my memes folder.
See? Fucking startled him. Welcome to the
Oh yeah,
stream.
that's right. I forgot I made this.
Wow, we're live.
Kibs hated this one. He said it gave him eye cancer.
Hold on. Kibs still doesn't know what to run. We're just gonna run a bunch of stuff.
Kind of retarded looking.
What's kind of
Maybe we should run in real life. You wouldn't be so fat.
Oh, right in the feelings. Alright, I hate Total War Warhammer, but we're gonna start it. I don't have a lot of advanced games to sell because all my games are old.
Like Warhammer 2.
Oh, Warhammer 2's garbage. I don't like it.
Just play Skaven and hate yourself because the food mechanic is dumb.
I don't care. I don't care if the mod's enabled. I don't care if they're not.
Well, if you go and play that shit game, I'm going to leave.
Goodbye, Bubbles.
Bye.
Bye.
He's dead. He finally saw his window of opportunity to escape and did it. Free. Free falling. This game sucks, chat. I hate this game. Oh my god.
Yet here you are playing
What is this resolution game? What are you doing? Game's like, I am 10,000 times the size of what I normally am. Game, this is retarded. Half of you is not even on the screen. Half of you is on the other monitor. Don't forget to use the ritual activation. I don't know what that means. Oh, that, yeah. Mechanic stuff. I was like, what are you rambling about, boy? Okay. That's gonna be a bit of an issue. Where you see. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Just run into window, though, you know? 1920 times 800? What? Bruh, that's tiny. Okay, look. It's better to go tiny. I
think your window's a wee bit small.
It's so wide. Like, what the fuck? Like, Jesus Christ. There we go. Okay. Okay, game. Let's see. Your graphics. All right. Advanced graphics. It's already on max. That's annoying. That's a corpse lifespan. They make them despawn? What kind of savagery would... Who despawns corpses? Yeah, turn that up. Yeah, anything that makes
people
my computer
with
sad.
potato computers.
What's genetic digging? Enable lighting effect for the edge of the screen. Camera reduces. I don't really care. It doesn't fucking look sexy. It makes it look dumb. Check mark. Beak. Okay. Ain't nobody got time for that. Buddy, ain't nobody got time for that. A sneaky squeaky. Okay. I'm just testing stuff. Oh. Troy was the one that had problems, though. We should probably test Troy. We'll do a couple things in this, and we'll go back to Troy, and we'll see what happens when we do that. And then watch as it crashes and goes...
Look at that load time.
I don't think I have this on an SSD.
Gonna be sitting here for about a minute and a half to 2 minutes.
All around Kibs familiar
load time.
Welcome to the stream, Lazier Soda. Lazier Soda it is. I don't really have games that look super fancy. Do I? What's like a cool, intensive visual game? Just shrug. I guess Star Wars Battlefront 2 looked kind of pretty, but like the new Battlefield game doesn't look that good. Uncle Touchy says playing at 1080p with a 380. Listen. I just like 1080p, okay? The buttons get tinier the higher the resolution goes. Like, goodbye, JJ. Fine. You know what? We'll turn the resolution on the monitor up. But first, we load.
In 5 years.
Why do you not have a giant SSD to shove all your games on? I do. I only put good games on my SSDs. I have 2, I believe, if I remember right. Total Warhammer 2 is not considered a good game in my book, so I didn't put it on there. Only my favorite games go on the SSD, or games that I think are worthwhile. Total Warhammer is not on that list. Most Total Wars aren't on that list. Medieval 2 isn't even on there. Why? Because it fucking loads fast anyways.
It does.
Doesn't need to be. Wow, I forgot how long these load times take. Now, I think it's just the initial load times are long, because then it renders in the assets.
It's also, anytime you load into a battle, it takes a hot second.
Really? Jesus.
At least that's what I remember.
Well, at
It's
least
the
they
reason
actually
why
have decent load screen art, so it's something pretty to look at.
Yeah, I never had an issue per se with the art of the game.
No. The artists did a fantastic job with the like paintings and stuff.
Like
It's just
looking
the game
at this
sucks
like
ass, in my
screen
opinion.
cap, it's like, oh man, Skaven are cool. Just like looking at this like splash screen.
He's like sneaky squeaky brother, and then the other sneaky squeaky next to him was like squeaky.
This is
squeaky.
how I imagine Karsnikit envisions himself in his head when he dreams.
This is our future army behind us, and that weird thing in the back that goes ring.
Hellpit Abomination. It's
I
what
was forgetting
Mango
what
wanted
that-
to make.
What Mangle will never make because he's dead.
Who knows? Maybe if we're almost party wiped, I can go back to Clan Molder.
Accidents happen. Oh.
That said,
I think I'm
it's
gonna
gonna
try
take
to
a
hold my
lot
nose.
to kill.
I'm gonna hold my nose, and I'm gonna try my damnedest. I'm gonna try my damnedest to not have to start my RP hiatus until after this month, because the campaign's been kind of fun, and I don't really want it. My fear is that if I go like Arch, holiday season coming up, contract renewals up, I need to just take a break, just for a month or two until the contract comes through, or doesn't. I don't care, just so I can take a moment to just sort of do whatever I want on Sunday, which is probably going to be stream, but it's a little less stressful, because RP can be a bit stressful, because you're like, oh my god, if I get to party wiped, people will be mad.
That's not what
I don't
I'm
even
worried
view the
about right
RP
now.
as relaxing, actually. Fuck. Is that bad?
You've said this yourself, that you have like almost a fundamental issue with adhering to other people's time schedules. Maybe it's literally just like a branch off from that.
That might be that. I think so. Because anytime
It's
I
like,
make
what do
like
you
a
mean I have to
commitment-
adhere to your time schedule? It's like, but you're free anyway. But it's not when I agreed to.
Pretty much. That's kind of true, though. That's kind of true. Like, I'll give Hanse that. This game's so quiet. Not that it has much to say. Game... Any crash preemptively? Silky smooth capturing. Now, the capture card, I don't think is actually running. In fact, I don't think I actually have the drivers installed. I haven't even tested that.
Storm Raven says, well, to test your computer settings, you could try higher setting of New Aliens.
New Aliens. The new Aliens game?
I don't
thought
even
that was
think
on Max anyways.
I don't really remember that game being that demanding.
I know it will be more intensive and more stressful to the game if I turn up the resolution. Which, in order to do that, I will need to minimize and turn up the resolution off screen. So what I'm going to do is cover up my screen. I'm not sure if this is going to mess stuff up and throw it all around. Display settings. All screens. Wait, what? Why are you... What? That monitor's running at what resolution? You know what? Fuck it. Maximum intensity. We'll turn all 3 monitors to their recommended resolution settings, because I'm sure that's resource intensive.
Oh, Garboyer. And no, it's not late for me right now.
And second monitor, or third monitor. Display settings. Oh god, why
Got
would
any
you slide
articles wondering what the new GPU is?
3080? I decided to bite the bullet and get it because honestly, I want to future-proof and I don't want to have any PC expenses, especially if we get contract renewal. Because if contract renewal comes through, like if things actually fall through the way I want them to this year, I haven't told people too much. I've been kind of quiet about it because I'm gonna wait to make an announcement until there's actually something concrete rather than just speculation. But if things do fall through, I'll make an announcement about it. And basically, it boils down to things go well. I'll be working more than 10 hours per day, which really sucks. But hear me out. It'll be lots of money. Lots of money. There'll be lots of money. You know what that means? Game development goes up, 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 up. Unfortunately, though, the game doesn't want to run in a window. Or, well, it does want to run in a window. I'm having... The game's like, what? It can go big... The screen can go bigger than this size? It's like, yes, game. You can go bigger, game. Like, I don't understand how it go bigger than 1920 times. You started in fucking the native resolution that this computer has. Come on. I'm having a feeling that I'm gonna have to restart the game if I had to guess. Oh, nope, there it is.
Usually when you like deal with resolutions like that, it usually requires a restart.
There we go. Oh my god, you mine crypto. I blame people like you for the prices of GPUs. I just want to play video games on stuff, and I only want my stream quality to go up so people like the streams more, or at least find them more enjoyable. And I want to provide the best quality I can. But I only can so much. Right, is that lagging? Yeah, that's lagging. Yeah, I figured that would be a bit more intense.
It's like, oh, hold on, you need me to lag your computer? Give me a second.
Oh my god. Look at the frame rate. Yeah, that definitely puts
I'm
some
noticing
stress
the
on
tearing.
that puts some stress on it. Now, to be fair, that I can probably actually fix that once I get the capture card working. So I might be able to actually get away with pushing it a little further. But, yeah, that actually really did put some strain on. So let's try something here. Alright, let's take that. And let's, again, cover it up. And we'll try... Now you go back down to 1080. But we'll leave the actual one on. Keep changes. And then you... go... there. I hate how it slides my monitors around every time I change the resolution, though. How annoying. Let's put them back in the right spot. There we go. Poof. And keep changes. Honestly, this might have issues capturing, actually, now that I think about it. This might actually be unrelated to the GPU altogether. Yeah, no, that's not the GPU. I think the issue here is I've only set it to stream, or I capped, I think, it at 5,000 kilobyte, or no, it's like 5,000, 6,000 kilobytes upload, and it can't send or transmit that much data because the file size for the image is too big.
Nice.
I mean, I've not set it up the streaming to run bigger because honestly, the problem is I think Twitch could actually capture it normally. But the issue is I need to increase the bitrate, and on top of that, like they wouldn't even notice. Now I could make recorded content again. If I made recorded content, they would definitely notice the difference. Time for you to go back to normal size. I really don't like... I just like my 1080p. Call me old-fashioned.
Yeah, it's calling you out on the actual reason for prices of GPUs going up.
Calling who out?
You.
What's the actual reason? Oh, fuck.
Geopolitics.
I mean, there's lots of reasons. But there's no one answer. Now, hold on. Gameroo is still running at a high res. Should be able to transmit files normal. Oi, oi, oi. No politics. Bad Draconis. beard. Gray bottom. I'll let that slide because technically there is actual grounds based on the relevant conversation we just had. So contextually, you're fine. So smooth.
Well. Look who crawled out of bed.
It's so buttery.
I have finished my Battlefield video, and
You had fun?
He's like,
There you
no.
to run exactly like mine does.
Now it's choppy there. What the fuck?
It's still choppy.
Oh, I know why it's choppy on the Discord end, isn't it?
It's a little choppy. It's the same kind of little chop I get in Total War. It's
Yeah, the thing is,
the
like, this
engine
Total
being
War
shit.
is not a well-optimized game. When I look at this, it's like, yeah, this looks about right. This is how
Yeah, what
Total War
the
normally
fuck?
runs.
So this is...
Yeah, look
I
at
still
that
have
chug.
the same bug.
Well, it's not a bug. It's just that the game's not
It's
very
a feature.
well programmed.
Let's do a battle and see what happens. I was just testing my GPU. Honestly, I like the silky. Now, while the game is flawed, it's running really silky, buttery, smooth. But to be fair, I don't remember if this game ever actually lagged. Because I was telling chat, like, oh, let's play with the GPU and with some games. And I'm like, and I look at what I have installed, I'm like, I don't really have a lot of really high-end fancy
Total
games.
War doesn't lag. It chugs on the campaign map just because, again, it's just...
Because they
the
don't give you
engine's
enough
fucking
options.
ancient.
And also, they don't give you enough options to turn off all the random crap they have going on it.
Well, the problem isn't even the random crap. It's just that the engine was never designed to have that much random shit on it.
That's kind of what I mean, though. If they gave you options to turn it off, it would
Yeah.
run better.
Battlefield 2042 still runs like absolute fucking garbage. I'm worming to the gunplay.
Yeah, the gunplay isn't bad, but like everything else is.
A lot better than Battlefield 2, you know, the World War II piece of shit, but
Even
the
Battlefield
vehicles
5.
are just just unplayable. Just actually unplayable. And the problem is I have a real hard time actually properly commenting on the gunplay because half the time I don't know what's going on. Like, I had a dude right in front of me. I open up with the LMG, and I fired a short burst. Like, this'll kill him. He didn't die. Okay. Fire another burst. Huh. Then I just hold down the button, like, and he doesn't die. And I looked through the replay, and I was like, what the fuck is... It appears that there's a box about like 30 centimeters below my line of fire, which is somehow intercepting my fucking gunfire or something.
Oops, wrong button.
That box trained its entire life to deflect your bullets.
Oh yeah, I did have problems capturing this game ages ago because the engine. If I remember right.
Those Jizzles
I'll be right back.
way too fucking fast.
They are firing fast. I don't think it's modded. One sec. What is it gonna do? I'm annoyed that it's not in the window. Pip, 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 pip.
I never really had like problems with Total War Warhammer, not in the battles. It's just again the campaign chug.
Is it because I'm streaming? It might be because I'm streaming on Discord as well. Those are firing fast though. For chat, it's a sideshow. I'm watching what they see.
That's kind of stupid. Like, he doesn't even prime the weapon, the dude just pumps in a new bullet, and there you go, okay. I mean, Total War has never been able to do gunpowder weapons, so... fine, I guess.
My god, chat. Is that running beautifully, champ? It is. The capture card might fix that, but I don't think I can just easily turn that on. Let's try something. For just a second. What's something else intensive? Because I need to figure out if that's just a Total War thing. Because if that's just the engine, I'm not too... That's slightly newer. It's the newer Unreal Engine, but... Is there anything sticking out that's like, that runs, like... heavy, that isn't a Total War fucking game, and isn't the fucking brand new? God damn it, I don't have anything installed with high-end graphics. I'm scared to run New World now, because Bubbles just told me that the MSI brand 30 series had some technical difficulties, with running the game because of manufacturing problems. Now, they supposedly
Burn.
fixed that, but
Burn.
it cost some cards. And unfortunately, I have the MSI series of 30s. So,
The thing is,
oh no.
graphics has remained at a almost complete cunting halt for a decade at
Let's
this
try this.
point. And I've not had any problems with running any game for a fucking decade, pretty much. Like Battlefield 2042 is the first fucking game I have played in recent memory with graphic chug. Like, I usually just put everything to max and I never notice any problems.
See, I really should turn on my capture card, but I think I have to end the stream. I also need the driver. I have it plugged in. I'm 90% certain it's plugged in. 90%. Very, very close to being confirmed.
Right? Even Cyberpunk, I ran that with absolutely no fucking sweat whatsoever with everything maxed. No issues.
See, I had problems where it would just chug randomly.
It would chug only with mirrors for me because the way they did mirrors was completely fucked up.
See, I'm wondering if the reason why it's chugging on the stream's end is because I haven't allocated enough of the, Oops, what the fuck did I just unplug? Oh, my phone. The, the, what you call it? Resources to the actual stream thingy. So I think even if I turn it up, like, chat won't see. I'm noticing a huge difference on my end. But sadly, based on the Total Warhammer thing that they saw, they didn't notice shit. Yeah, I don't think this lagged ever. That'll cause problems. Sure. Yeah, that'll cause problems. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, God, that's a terrible idea.
Again, there isn't all that many intensive games. Like, we haven't had another Crisis, you know?
Crisis?
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna need elaboration.
I'm back.
What do you mean?
Crisis, or
Crisis.
the video game series, Crisis.
Oh, I was talking about like a video game.
I knew
Crisis.
immediately what he was talking about because you were talking about graphics. Because if you remember,
The
like the thing
first-
about
I
the
know,
Crisis game is like people
I
would
know
always
now.
say it's like,
I know now.
do
Trevor.
you want to test your
Hanse.
rig?
Yeah, I know.
Look
I
up
know.
Crisis. No, I have to drive it home though.
I already know that. Everybody knows that. See, the thing is
Do
where
you
I
though?
made the disconnect was he said Crisis and I thought Industry, and I'm like, the last Crisis was like the Atari.
It's like, what did the Atari have to do with graphics?
Like, yeah, we haven't had problems with like the industry, but that was because it was all tied to one company. So when one company sank, the entire industry like was on the verge of collapse. And then Nintendo came along and was like, we's retarded.
The problem is, Crisis was the last game that was like a big, like, graphical revolution. Like, holy shit, look at this. That was released in 2007.
It was
Like, again, graphics have almost remained at a complete fucking standstill for actually over a decade.
The thing is, though, graphics are kind of exponential when it comes to the cost of development. So getting to the next step of graphics, like, that's not going to be cheap.
Yeah, as graphics and sound effects and stuff like that improve, the cost of production increases. But it also
Well,
adversely
yeah, but-
decreases depending on what certain things they have access to.
But the cost of this graphic has also fucking plummeted with easy access to pre-made engines galore. There are so many good, basically fully fledged and functional game engines now. Like, that's one of the big reasons why we don't see advances anymore, because the next advance isn't necessarily something that is going to be all that much more complicated. It is just something new, and we just don't have a whole of new anymore. Everyone is using Crisis or Unreal. We just kind of stopped developing.
Hello, if they donate 20 secure say Total War, Legend of Trash for your win. You think Creative Assembly would even want that? Even the thing is, like, I'd rather make my own if that was the case. But the budget to produce an RTS on that scale, oh, expensive.
I can see GW, or not GW, sorry. Almost the same company in terms of how terrible they are. But CA, it's like, can we just butcher the lore of one of your factions in here? You know,
Yeah,
make it a wee bit OP?
The issue I have is, like, how I'd envision a terrestrial Total War would be like, oh yeah, height mechanics, fire mechanics, stuff like that, and other cool things like that they removed. So odds are not gonna happen. Oh yeah, and the actual siege warfare would be nice, like proper, but you know, details.
Basically, all you need to do is hand them the feature list of Medieval 2 Total War, and then they'll just go like, ha ha ha.
See, I'd add
No.
several things, or several dozen things to that list, like naval combat being among one of them.
Ah yes, give Creative Assembly the task of creating naval combat. I'm sure they'll be ready.
Wow, this game runs like butter. It is the Warscape engine. Not surprised.
Be sure not to overextend yourself, Commander.
You know, ray
Eventually,
tracing
you
looks
will need to fall back
weird.
to the evac point.
You look
Our
weird.
employer reports airstrike support is inbound on your
Clouds.
position. You should be able to call
Those
it in
clouds are
shortly.
flat textures.
That's pretty adorable.
Look at how shiny it is, chat.
Georgius Rex makes a valid point. CA would ban waifu mods, though. It's true. It would be terrible.
The base game has waifus, but anybody tries to dare mod it, they ban them. It's like,
If
but you
anyone
have
so
them
much
in
as
the
fucking
game.
dares try to make a waifu better looking than the main characters, God have mercy upon their souls.
The new Unreal Engine doesn't look bad, but then again, maybe it's this game. Looks fine enough.
Low. Jump jet fuel empty.
Honestly, what does ray tracing even really do?
It traces rays.
What does that mean?
Dumbass.
It's on, isn't it? Or did I not? Did I restart? I feel like I should be wowed or something.
Carl's slowly but surely starting to realize that his several hundred, if not $1,000 investment maybe doesn't do that much of a difference.
What are you talking about? It wasn't about the ray tracing thing. I was just curious about it. No, the graphics card serves a different purpose. I need to get a better graphics card because what I did basically is I swapped out 2 GPUs, which I was running before, for one, much more powerful one, and then got a capture card. Because the idea with the capture card is it'll help with streaming.
Jump jet fuel low.
Sadly, I didn't remember to actually download the drivers or try turning that on yet. So only part 1 of part 2 of a 2-part thing is actually working for sure. I mean, it seems to run fine. It calculates simulated photon rays or something. I mean, the lighting is different. I can tell that much. But honestly, I looked at pictures of what the thing does in games, and I never thought it looked impressive that much. It's like, okay, like, light bounces and colors reflect and stuff. That's why everything looks kind of yellowy, because it's all reflected. But it's like, me? Like, what I thought was cool was when NVIDIA did the physics thing with their graphics card with, like, the little liquidy physics. I thought that was cool. Because when you killed people, like, little blood would squirt out, and, like, it would be like, oh, look. And
Didn't they also have, like, that hair physics thing a while back as well?
I remember the physics card because I had that one, because it looked cool. And it was like, yeah, look, the blood squirts out and, like, runs down the steps. That's fucking cool. It's copious to all hell and is not behaving like a liquid really would. But whatever, it looks cool. The ray tracing's the new fetish. Where it's like, well, color bounces off light and light color bounces somehow.
Additional forces entering the engagement area, Commander.
Problem is, these things are such fucking incremental improvements at this point that you don't fucking notice.
I mean, I don't really personally care about graphics all that much. I never have.
Because you're a little dumbass.
I like the art direction more, where it's like, okay, what's it go for? They're going for realism? Okay, well, what does it look like? Realism's always hilarious because when it ages, it often ages horribly.
Okay, Gunny said it was AMD that had the hair physics thing. All right.
AMD had the hair physics. See, now I'm kind of curious how that looked.
Terrible from what I remember from people who showed pictures of using it versus not using it.
Oh my god, really?
I remember Tomb Raider. I forget which one. That was like one of the games that they tried to like really push like to show what they could do, but it didn't look right or something like that. I don't remember.
Could say, Kibs, that was your friend. But now he's my enemy. Thank you for the donation, by the way. Okay. Let's not look at this. Let's look at something else. Not a whole lot's gonna actually improve in the actual thing, but having this new capture card will be nice for streaming. Can't turn that. Do I have a bit of Elgato thingy. I have it on my computer, but I don't think that will that recognize the driver? I don't know how the software works. Because this is for the external capture card. No capture devices found. Yeah, figured. I hate their actual interface. It sucks so much. God, it's chunking. Chunking. Not roading. Shame. The hair physics was an AMD thing. Didn't really catch on. Yeah, and I gotta check that out. Take a look. AMD hair physics.
Georgius Rex says it was the Tress FX for Tomb Raider.
Yeah, Tress FX. This might be
it's that rape game.
but she didn't actually get raped, so it's fine.
It's still that rape game. I mean, dynamic hair would be cool, I guess.
Like, wow, here, flip, 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 flip. I mean, the first Tomb Raider remake game was kind of good, and then the other ones are kind of shit. Problem is, they're like,
Again, we're just stagnant. Gaming is just fucking stagnant.
The issue with the first one is there were points in the game where your character was like basically crying that she like killed someone, but in literally the next scene she's like dead, 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 dead. Oh, another bad guy, dead.
all right, chat, are we ready to see if my graphics card will melt? I have a warranty, so worst case scenario, the stream will restart on my laptop, and I'm like, guys, help! The quality dropped like a rock. Are you ready, chat? Are you prepared? I'm mildly curious to see what happens. And I do have a warranty, so. Now, allegedly, the issue was fixed. So let's find out. You
see, now I'm just imagining New World, but instead of like kind of somewhat touching on like native culture, like mythos, I'm just now imagining it with dinosaurs.
Like the first fucking thing you like get on the island instead of a corrupted dude, like it's a fucking retarded Tyrannosaurus Rex. Like,
No, better yet. You remember those like little tiny, like little like itty bitty velociraptor things? They were like basically like land piranhas. Those things.
Those are funny, because in Ark they'll just chill and look at you. And before you know what they are, they're just like, oh, hey, are you a friendly little fella? And then, oh, there's more of you. Oh, there's 3 of you. Oh, Jesus, no, why? They're kawaii. I enjoy them.
oh, chompies. Or compies. Compies. I mean, compies do.
I remember the
compies.
part in the Jurassic Park movies where off camera a little girl was killed because she was eaten by them.
Yep.
Nom 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 nom.
Well, no, I think she was mauled, not eat. She wasn't killed, if I remember right.
I think they went out of their way to say she wasn't dead, but she'd be dead. Come on.
I mean, they wouldn't be able to kill her fast. She wouldn't die instantly.
That's why I said nom nom nom. There was a lot of
New
them.
World is a video game about cultures coming together to fight against evil.
Fight against
Whack.
the gays together. Fight against... Are you ready to repel the gays? The game, stop! That's racist! That's
The thing that annoys me too, like, New World graphically is actually a very pretty game. With all the ray tracing and stuff, it's just... It's a shame it's set in such a fucking boring world.
Imagine if it was World of Warcraft level of detail in terms of like story and characters and like fucking races.
A story. Hello, grand new little orc warrior thing. Go kill 12 pigs. I just
A
want
character
more
named
interesting
Arhus shows up. It's like, excuse me, I need help cleansing a village.
Time to melt my graphics card for good. Rest in peace, chat. See, I need to increase the bit rate. Because doing this isn't going to... I think that's going to hurt the quality of the stream, actually.
Well, remember, your stream probably won't notice all that much of a difference because this is being streamed to YouTube. Good job, Kyle.
The graphics texture, I actually... It's so good. It's so good, it's not even loading anymore.
Good job. Excellent work. I don't know how
I
you
like
did
how
that,
textures
but,
are loading one at a time. Like, it's
There
like,
you go.
rack textures first. Settings. Visuals.
Now.
What else?
Go do what Total Biscuit does and just ram your face up against a fucking wall and really hardcore critique those textures.
Yes, see, I'm a fat British... That's terrible.
No, that's not good, but that's not the worst I've seen by any stretch of the imagination.
That's not good, though.
Like, that's mediocre.
Wow, the texture work in this game is actually terrible. What the hell? That's impressive. Oh, I see what you did. You had a blur effect there, you little losers. Fucking
Don't want people looking too closely. That'd ruin the magic
fucking
of the new world.
multi-billion-dollar game. Fucking runs like a potato. Well, my graphics card has yet to burn. See, did I miss a setting?
Kibs is like, I don't smell like burning rubber and melting metal components.
Not yet.
You have 35 map markers. That's impressive. How did you do that?
What's that mean?
Oh, you haven't bought in territory awards.
What's that mean? I don't buy a house.
You don't need to buy a house. But those rewards give you plus experience boosts and increased storage capacity.
Decrease crafting fee.
Coconut Tackle is like, once you smell it, it's too late. Yeah,
It's true.
yeah, that's not wrong.
I mean, that's by the time the aroma gets up there.
Mm-hmm.
Reputation cringe.
Ah. Carl didn't know this was a mechanic. God shame him. Yes, chat. This is indeed a card game. Look at the cards.
Wham.
Look
Yeah.
at the graphics of them.
Yeah. That one. That one. Why does it move them to different spots each time? Just keep them in the same spot. It's like it's trying to make me fuck up. Yeah.
Because fuck you. That's why.
That one. That one. That one. That
You see, Archmagos, that's funny.
That
He says, I once played
Yeah.
with a friend an MMO. He suddenly yelled in TeamSpeak, shit, my PC is burning.
That's kind of great. You know, for being an allegedly pretty game, not very pretty.
Oh, come on. That's a nice fucking lighting effect right there.
Yeah, but like, I'm not looking at the lighting. I'm just looking at the environment. Got some.
No, that's the
grants,
thing. Now,
grants.
you're talking about two different things. Pretty, as in graphically pretty, and design. Those are two different things. Because graphically, this is quite pretty. You see the early morning fog in the horizon being burned away by the sunbeams.
Like, if you're talking, like, the little effects of the world, like, yeah, this game can look very nice. Design-wise, yes, it's also boring as fuck.
Boring as absolute fuck, yes. But like actual graphical fidelity, the little touches, the fog, the little haze in the distance of the morning sun, the way it filters through the trees, all that is some fucking high quality shit. Particularly also as it does not chug the fuck out of your system. Which it kind of should, frankly. I mean, if Battlefield 2042 chugs with its graphics, this should be running at 10 FPS. But again, the world is just so boring.
It is.
The way the lightings goes, the shadows, like the fact that that rock actually does block the shadows, that they are reflected on the ground. That's all good stuff.
So what do you think of running simulator? Like, wow. This.
As you're running around, it's just Jurassic Park music. But, you know, no dinosaurs.
Like that's sorrow music.
Dinosaurs would just be an improvement to the game. That's the thing. Even if it was completely fucking random. It's like, cool.
All of a sudden, a massive event, the dinosaur invasion. The little like blurb is just like, no context needed.
I would welcome it.
And it's like, yes, I welcome my new dinosaur like overlords. I will
Listen-
gladly pay my tax to them.
Reguline, you little squealing kitty. Like, look at his profile picture. It's literally a squealing kitty. Okay. I have no need to comment further on that.
It's one of those profile pics you can look at it and you can just hear it. It's like,
Stop hitting me, Bigot. I'm a whammon. Actually, no, I'm not. You wanna know why I know that in this game? Because there was no gender options when you created your character. It's like body types. Does your body have a female body, but you identify as
Body
male?
types. Penis? No penis.
This game has pronouns in it,
There then.
unironically. My God.
Yeah, just
I feel like I played a better
looking at
game
it.
recently. What the fuck?
the game really, it can get so close to being atmospheric. It just, if only it wasn't ye old fucking England.
Look at it. Look at all the grass. Wow. Arch, are you mad that this game's creatively bankrupt? I still like the fact that that guy screams like that. You're so stupid.
More or less so that the game is creatively bankrupt, and I'm just more sad about the fact that Amazon made it this way. Because again, the initial pitch was really cool, and I imagine that pitch, that actually little bit of horror vibey stuff with this mysterious disease infecting the people, like darkness and undead bears roaming the woods, and they look proper undead too, with like chunks torn out of them. That would have been such a more interesting game. Instead, you have England. You fight wolves, skeletons, occasionally
Captured.
skeletons with clothing.
You're forgetting the spirits too.
That's true. They're
Could
pretty
you
gay as well.
forget them?
Occasionally a tentacle here and there with a pustule nearby.
A StarCraft creeper, yes.
Madamax says he's playing Running with Rifles. Best walking sim. Running with Rifles is pretty fun. If it's still on sale for $3, it's really well worth the price, guys. We streamed it the other day, and honestly, it was really addictive. The Starship Troopers mod was great. We let chat join us, and we tried to fight back against the bugs, and oh my god,
Bugs in the cities are cancer.
they're fucking cancer. Do not let the arachnids ever take a city arch. God help you if you do.
You're gonna see like 4 or 5 of them just chilling around the corner, and they're like, want to peek around the corner.
Mobile infantry casualties go from being like, not too bad, kill ratio to, oh my god, we lost 4,000 men. The enemy, we only killed 2,000 of them. For every bug, 2 MI died. That's pretty
Which
terrible.
is funny considering in the Starship's universe or Starship Troopers universe, it's like that's not how that's supposed to work.
It is on Clondathu. At least the opening scene. When they first land in the nighttime mission.
Yep.
I'm still sad the composer for the movie died, though.
That was gonna happen eventually.
I know.
He was getting up there.
Did a really good job with the music, though.
Jesus,
did.
fuck, do something interesting. You're boring me.
I'm playing New World. It's like, you're not playing it!
That's what he just reiterates. Yes, you're doing something uninteresting. Entertain me.
Hold on, I need to go over to there, because I want to see what the visuals look like now that I maxed them out on that place. Because the corrupted areas kind of looked visually interesting.
Okay, well that's a level 65 corrupted monolith. I don't think you're gonna get within visual range.
Listen, if we can just see it, that'll be
I would
good.
highly recommend you at least put down a camp in that case.
Easy peasy. There's my
There you
camp. Granted, the camp's a little far
That's
away.
when the person comes, packs up camp, and leaves.
No, that works, fortunately.
That's a shame.
That's a shit.
Yeah, nobody can be asked enough to fucking pack up their camps.
This is a level 60 area? Okay, we're actually going to see what the level 60 area looks like and how cool it is, right? Okay, well this is level 60. It's
Entity
up
says, I just want to hear Arch squeal at bugs.
there. Like, "Wah." Running with rifles is pretty cool. My only fear, if we tried to get Arch to play it, is that it would be... I'm not sure how good the netcoding is. I have no idea. Because sometimes we play games with Arch and no problem. Other times we play games with Arch and it's like, Jesus fucking Christ. And it's like, we
Oh, we
tried
played
setting up
with
the server.
Fairman, and he was playing just fine.
Yeah, he did too. That's true. Maybe it would work. Because the running with bugs mod, or bugs at war or whatever, is good. Oh, look, China.
China.
King Chong, big ball.
I think there's a bad guy there that's going to try to kill me.
He's like, excuse me, sir, papers, please.
I'm just going to walk around you. I want to explore, and I don't really care about you. Back.
Okay. Pink sakura trees?
Ah,
I don't...
almost there. No!
He has a gun, Kyle.
That's gay.
He's like, oh no, illegal alien. I better shoot him in the back.
We'll try again. Actually, I'm curious. Can we sneak into the zone, or will he actually just kill us no matter what? Let's try. Okay, so we tried going to the door. Wait, let's see how to... I mean, honestly, if we just go north
Maybe just
and
walk
around-
out into the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, well, that's what we'll do.
Then a Chinese wolf will pop up. Ching Chong Wolf Wong. Rawr.
Did the
Has
game
the little
really just say
glasses
vibe
that,
check?
like,
No,
all
why
the
not?
old, like, Chinese movies with the stereotypical, like, imperial, like, bureaucrat. Just on the wolf for no reason. Kills you. Then poof, disappears.
Jingo chongo. Ah, the inability to open the interface while you move.
They really do. That's actually terrible if they don't. Now, you see, right here, like, with this type of lighting, it's like, yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, this looks very good.
Yeah, the graphics card's really doing its work. I couldn't run
That's
this
the
on this
thing.
setting.
This fucking game. It annoys me how often it gets so damn close to being atmospheric, and then you just realize, oh, I'm just walking through the woods again.
We're going around that Chinese tower. Fucking ching chong bing bongums. I bet they added China because they're gonna be like, actually, China was the good guys all along. And be like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, China was good. Hashtag CCP for life.
And then the CCP goes out of their way to ban the game.
Like, no, who just wanted to sell it to the Chinese audience? Safe. They can't see what they can't squeak.
Kibs in his journal. Day 1. Chinese border agents did not detect me.
Wait, is that a pheasant?
Pheasant?
Yeah,
Where?
on the hunting minimap, other way. There's a fucking pheasant. Okay, so they actually will introduce something new. Right. Thank you, New World, for introducing something, I guess.
It's such a grind to get there. Honestly, it shouldn't be so long.
No, it should not. Not with this little fucking content. Not with
This-
this little interesting stuff.
Can I have it?
Void picture. Alright.
Probably not.
You can
Oh.
have it, actually. Okay, void picture. It gave you void pitch.
Oh my god, the deer's
I don't know what
skull.
you expected. A void picture.
A fucking pheasant will kick your ass if you attack it.
Got some cool swamp trees and a cool little castle in the distance.
Okay, that looks nice. I like that.
Can I kill the pheasant?
Oh, let's hope it doesn't charge you. Yeah, there you go. Go,
Guys,
go,
do
go.
a peasant? Yeah, no.
Yeah. A peacock, that's the word for it. See, that look, I like that. That fucking castle there. That's a little bit more fantasy-esque.
We're gonna try to see if we can get closer to it. Let's see, is there anything that looks like it? No, that's just ruins there. Some boats.
Is that?
I'm assuming that's actually the settlement that you're seeing off in the distance.
The settlement's below.
Maybe. I think it might be that, actually. That area there, yeah.
Possible.
Up there. The settlement's down at the base. Like, it's down here.
Yeah, no, that's definitely up. Further
That's up. Fortunately, it looks like a questing area, which means it's probably filled with mobs. And it's narrow, so sneaking in there might not be possible.
Again, I would like to see a little bit... Like, this is nice. A little bit more of an alien environment. I like that. I just wish they'd gone maybe a little bit... Oh, Jesus, Kyle, you're about to die.
What?
You didn't see that, did you?
No.
Good. You ran right past whatever the fuck that is.
Palewind Tigger.
Tiger.
Tigers, huh? Okay, so there's some new stuff. Right. But why only introduce this as level fucking 60?
You have to earn it.
And that's the thing is, the problem with this is it's level 60, okay? But this is it. There's no after this. And that sucks.
Well, there is. There is the areas to the north, the 3 non-conquerable zones. I'm hoping they have unique biomes too, those 3. Because when you click on them, you can see like a preview of the zone, and it looks like they have unique biomes. Or click on the that Great Cleave there. You see?
It's like some sort of salty biome, because they're salty. Alright, sneaking through there is going to be hard, because it looks like there's choke
Sneaking
points
through there is
everywhere.
not going to happen. Just straight up, I tried.
Actually...
Yeah, there's a wall there too. There's walls all over the place.
yeah, they're pretty heavily
There's
gated.
literally just a massive fuck-off wall of Mordor.
Mordor with their fucking border agents, keeping out all the people they don't want showing up.
Don't get too close to the border agents, kind of. The fuck is that? The fuck is that? Oh, it's elite. Is that a pig?
Painted bear.
There.
Uh-huh.
All right. That definitely.
I
looks
think
like
you need a
bear.
bigger gun. Probably an elephant gun.
That's creepy looking. $800 XP just for walking, not bad, I guess. Oh, ooh,
Little Chinese area.
fucking blood sacrificial Chinese people. All right. I don't think the Chinks are gonna be the good guys in this one, Kyle.
Which is a
They
bad
look
word.
evil.
On my channel, no less.
It's like, yeah, that's why I can say it.
Chink.
Going to hell. Just remember that when I drop the N-bomb tomorrow on your channel, like, no, you wouldn't dare.
You wouldn't.
Powerful gamer words, activate. I do like how the late game content is China. It's as if they're appealing to Chinese.
They are.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. It's not like the Chinese will be able to play that much. Or so I hear.
See, they added China to appeal to the Chinese. Unfortunately, what they don't realize is that the focus is to kill the Chinese. Like, oh shit, cancel ourselves.
The problem is
Maybe
that
they
adding
figured
China in
that-
a video game is a reason for being
No,
bad.
no. I think I can see why. Maybe they're appealing. It's like, you see, these are the fake Chinese. These are imposter Chinese.
They're not
And that's why you
real.
have to kill them.
Or even better, we should interpret it from a Western positive standpoint. Yeah, we added China as the bad guys. Smiles.
Bezos, secretly based all this time.
No.
There's goats in China. That's nice. Ooh, it's getting dark. It's getting dark.
Spooky.
Dark and disturbing, Kyle.
How much farther do you think we'll make it before we get murdered horribly?
I'm saddened by the fact that it doesn't rain in the game. That's depressing.
No
rain
dynamic
atmosphere
weather.
would be perfect right now. See, this is better. This is a little bit of some creepy, deepy shit.
That light source is weird. But I think it's the fog.
Yes, I think it is the fog.
Like flickering like it's a light. That's just weird.
It's flickering like it's a light.
Like a
No, I
light
know what
bulb.
he's what he means is like as if it has electricity, and that's not like a candle.
Well, no, I think candles flicker.
They do.
They
It's just
do,
like
but the way the lighting is more
I know what
straight.
he's like trying
It's
to
like a
get at.
street lamp that, you know, the power's like fluctuating when it's storming bad out. Don't eat.
And that said, it's like if a storm was bad enough, it would do the same to a candle.
We're almost to the building.
Luckily, the Chinese don't take their border security very seriously.
Oh, it's a goat.
It's a
Could still
very
kill ya.
dangerous goat.
Oh. Oh.
As the goat attempts to murder you and alarm the rest of the Chinese border agents.
This. We can just ski rim our way down. That'll be fine. We can
But
go to the
was he trying
settlement.
to kill Kyle or the goat?
Yes.
Man, I would love it if he fucking sniped you off the side of the hill there.
I wouldn't, because I'd be dead. Moo.
Just jump, you pussy. Not like you'll die.
Trying to get to the settlement. No! Okay, we missed quite a bit there.
To be fair, you can fall a surprising distance and not take that much damage.
Come. What is it?
And your character is a woman.
Damn. The healing powers have come.
Cum's not red. If cum is red, something's wrong.
Consult
Maybe
your
see a doctor.
But only maybe. Uh,
Georgius Rex, that's true. If those lanterns are swinging in the wind, or they should be swinging in the wind if they are flickering like that.
Made it.
Factory at the
Chinese
portal wire here.
Made with Chinese artistry. Jing Tong.
Bing
Yeah.
bong.
Like, basically what I imagined if I were to think of a Chinese settlement.
Think of stereotypical Chinese settlement. Ah, stereotypically Chinese. Redone Mountain.
Hey, it's better than ye old fucking England, in my opinion.
To be fair, what they should have done is every town should have been its own culture. One's a Roman
Yes.
town, one's a Chinatown, one's like
It would at least play into the fact that
trap cultures.
what they were trying to do was like trapped cultures of different areas. The question is at that point, which culture is the starter zone?
Welcome to my ship. Oh, it's a shitty ship.
They should have gone all out and just like fully stereotype each culture. Because it would be cool. They could have a cool ass looking Roman settlement, a conquistador one ye old England one, which everybody fucking avoids because it's gay.
It's gay.
For some reason, they go out of the way to have like a
Sprite.
different like Irish one versus the English one, because you know.
I mean, of all the games I have installed, New World is so far the one that actually takes advantage of my new GPU. And that makes me sad that I only have this one. It looks quite pretty, though.
Well, Kyle, you've got another 10 levels before you before the next dungeon, so snappy, snappy.
Come on, I'm not done looking at the town. I wonder what's up
Minimax, that's true. He just says, "Ma shit, hurrah."
Pip, 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 pip. Pip, 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 pip. Pip, 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 pip. And I wish World of Warcraft didn't suck ass. And wasn't owned by Acticucks. Wow.
And China.
Acticucks, China, what's the difference? There isn't one. I see like a bridge up there, but I think... How do I get up there?
Try using the stairs.
Look at your dynamic lighting now, Arch.
See, that is pretty.
That actually does look
If
nice.
just the whole game was like this, if this whole game was actually just different cool looking places like this, that would be something.
Other housing. To be fair, this is a really cool looking house.
That is a cool looking house in front of a fucking waterfall in this mystical weird ass ching chong.
Imagine how
area.
much they have to pay in taxes to keep it.
Well, you gotta keep it regardless if you pay your taxes, but they take away your extra storage and your fucking Hearthstone.
Mm.
Which is muy gay.
Question is there a better house?
That is the better house.
On top of the waterfall.
For it is higher.
There's another bridge house, but it's superior to the
Even
previous.
taller. You can, if you click on it, you can actually have a preview of the inside just without, having to pay for it. Enter house menu, not T. And then you can look it in. I wish it had windows.
Yeah, missed
That's not a
opportunity.
bad
It would
view.
be nice to like look out on the vista.
I mean, that's not a bad view, but yeah, I wish it had windows.
It looks like there
There,
should be
the-
windows.
There should be a fucking huge ass panorama window on that wall.
Should be a big old balcony there too.
Yeah, they should.
Missed fucking
No
dude.
fucking windows. What the cuck? Do the Chinese not believe in windows or something?
Apparently they're like,
Apparently, even in ancient China, OSHA has its fucking claws in it.
Ancient Chinese
Ancient
proverb.
Chinese secret. No windows.
He who see out window do not live long. Get arrow.
He who look out window. Gay.
No, he who look out window can be pushed out window.
Oh.
This seems to be the highest point. This house has windows.
See, that's better, but this house doesn't have a fucking balcony.
True.
And it has two fireplaces. One feeding into the other. Right, that's not how things work. If you put one fire underneath the other fire and then feed into each other.
That's kind of special.
I don't even think it's
that is
technically
muy
feeding
dumb.
into each other. Because if you go upstairs, it gets the same model, but just on top of it.
Yeah, but
that's
that's
what
the
we're
thing. Like,
talking
where does the
smoke
smoke
go?
go? Is there a double smokestack or something?
Does the smokestack lead out? Let's go take a look. Let's see if they considered that. We're judging now. Nope.
Nope. Okay, that is muy dumb. Oh, I hate that a lot. I hate that a great deal. You're alive. Oh,
Careful.
they even put
Considering-
multiple stairs there.
Considering your level, even the fish could probably kick your ass.
They knew that somebody would do that jumpy thing.
See, if I
Ancient
landed it
Chinese
like that,
pancakes.
I would just miss.
Ting Long. Why is Ting Long black though? Is
Greetings.
that normal?
I am Ting Long.
Greetings, I am Ting around. Oh yes, we have many Chinese secrets. What? Secret
Yes,
secrets?
the ancient Chinese, notorious for being culturally inclusive.
Ah, actually, we are Vietnamese, you see. We just pretend to be Chinese. No taxes.
Pip, pep, pip, pep.
I swear, parts of this game are so much more lazy than others. Like those fucking banners. Jesus Christ, are they awful?
They are. Like, look, they're glowing. They're literally
They're
glowing.
terrible. Like they ruin the fucking aesthetics of the town.
They kind of do.
Oh,
Ancient Chinese world. Ancient Chinese battlements. Ancient Chinese road. Ancient Chinese road wall for some reason. Don't know why they put that there. Dumbasses. There, that's what the city looks like. Now, the torch lighting effect is abysmal. On the wall.
it blinks in unison. That's adorable.
That's actually the worst thing ever.
See, that's what I mean. There's areas in which there has clearly been put so much attention and so much detail, and then there's some fucker who just glues on like 8 lanterns to the wall and just has them flicker in perfect unison.
Like, yes, that looks pretty good, right, Jeff? And he's like, good job, Jim. Good job.
Meanwhile, Francois, the anal attention to detail fucker who made the light rays, just slightly, silently slits his wrist in the background.
Like, damn. My wife left me, my kids, I had to fucking sell them into child slavery. But, like, I managed to do the
My wife
lighting
left
effects.
me. She kept whinging about how I spent every hour of every day on lighting effects. And now this.
I was dedicated to my job. It's the only thing I had left. Now all I have is this razor blade. And to go to meet God.
What is this? A random DM? Who could it be from?
Never good.
Buzzy. He is wanting to know if he can join.
We're not playing Fuzzy.
Well, you're supposed to be grinding.
I was thinking my graphics card would melt. It hasn't. I did hurt him.
A wise choice. I would suggest firing faster, young grasshopper.
Ah, I have defeated you in battle. Most honorable one. I reckon.
Faster. Faster still.
I think maybe you should upgrade to chain gun.
Ancient Chinese armor, remarkably effective against bullets.
Maybe before bullet time.
Oh, kung fu faggotry. What the fuck
You see,
is
for a
that?
second I thought that guy was going to help you, but then I realized he was also running.
He's level 52 though.
He's being chased by an owl bear or something.
Going to the swamp to die with my kind. My kinder. I am a Chinese now. Oh. You.
2 XP. Not worth it.
What was that noise?
Not worth it at all.
It meowed.
Jamie's water monsters. You found a water monster. It's a crocodile, except this one's green.
No, 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 no. Nee, nee, nee. Me, me. Brr, brr, brr.
It was a crocodile, but it was green, green, green.
That's enough
Oh, my nose itches.
of New World. I saw the graphics. I was happy that the light looks cute. Wait, how does one enable RTX on anything? Is RTX enabled by default? Or whatever?
You should figure that out, gay boy.
I have to Google.
I keep
Gaggle.
eating the nuts.
Google.
They keep not being tasty. Lumba. Rumba. Shift.
My God. I don't know how anything works. Chat might know. But chat's dead. They're like, no, we're not. We're still wiggling. Wiggle, wiggle.
Time
Wiggle
to
waggle.
fucking grind.
I'm looking stuff up. Hold on.
I won't. Go grind. Oh, render all my company. Good. Then happy bedtime, yes.
Bart's going to sleepy, sleepy.
Sounds like it.
Good.
Fuzzy claims he just wants to chat and not play New World.
Fuzzy, where's my fuzzy donation? Just kidding.
The priest holds out the bejeweled hand with the donation bowl.
Sure, Fuzzums can come in. I'm just reading. Reading, reading, reading. Hooray. Fun.
With that, I will be right back. Need to grab something to drink quick.
I can't even hear you, Fuzzy.
Oh.
You're super quiet.
Really?
No, no.
I'm really drinking.
You're fine.
Oh.
Fuzzy, Buzzy was a puzzy, wuzzy.
Trying to distract myself from the Battlefield 5 beta. Metroid Dread helped with that.
Battlefield 5. Coming.
Oh, sorry, 2042. God, I gotta stop getting things mixed up. I have a
You
bad habit
failed
at
me,
night.
Fuzzy. Fuzzy has failed me for the last time. Battlefield.
When haven't I failed you?
You know what?
That's a better
Battlefield
question.
1 looks cute. Visually.
I had
People still play
some.
that.
I had some fun with it, but the gunplay, I won't say it's bad, just not exactly what I wanted. With the bullet mechanics, I just did not enjoy like the extremely random bullet spread. 2042? Just Is it just me, or did everybody have network problems? Because I set my graphics to the lowest setting possible, and I still couldn't get it working without lag
Well,
or stuttering or anything.
Download Battlefield 1, because that looked pretty. I want to see. English US. Sure. Not in that drive, you won't. The F drive? The fuck drive? The G drive? Sure.
It should be a good stress test.
Choose new folder. There isn't a folder in there. EBCDG. Wait a minute. Size out. Oh, that's not the space of the drive. Derp. Meet the Galaxy donates $2. Say hi, fuzzy butt. And then he says, I want to fuck you. You're like, what up? While we wait, I guess we'll just play. That's updating. You know, I kind of mildly was enjoying Quake a bit. Yeah, updated it some more.
The newest one?
No. The newest Quake is like Quake 4.
Yeah.
You better not say the Quake Arena games, you little fucking queer, I'll kill you. He's like, Smucky, mucky, pucky. He's like, that's me, Smucky, mucky, pucky. This Bastion, not sure if he's actually named Smucky Pucky now.
Might as well be now.
Mucky, pucky, wucky. He doesn't say anything, though. He's just dead.
Accepted
My brain hurts.
What's wrong?
I have.
I was about to chide you for playing Quake in order to play or test your new graphics card. What's that? It's like,
What?
oh yeah, cool. Got myself a new graphics card. I'm gonna play this game from like '96. Don't mind me.
I mean,
Let's see.
I'm literally waiting for shinier games.
Buys
to be
new graphics cards, plays fucking old ass game. It's like,
Yeah, that's the
why'd you
joke
do-
I wanted to make, and then he
It's a-
like.
No,
then
but
he
mine goes
did
even
something
further.
with
It's
my
like,
name, and I don't even know what to think anymore.
no, you see, mine's even better because it's like it goes to like a fucking thing where it's like Imperial agent comes to him, and it's like on a fucking like old ass or new ass computer, but playing old ass game. And it's like it's a simple life.
Look at that, the lighting effects. Wow, chant.
I really want you to fucking fail this job.
Kibs isn't gonna do her hard. That just makes things spongy, and then when I have spongy enemies, I'm just bored because like I like pressing the shoot gun button. I went through the normal though, right? I'm pretty sure. Whoa, bro! Why would you do that? Smucky wucky.
Are we supposed to be? Wait, no. Need to check something actually before I say that. Yeah, you're actually not streaming audio from the game.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm streaming the desktop.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure you're actually streaming what you want.
The issue is, if I'm gonna be bouncing between stuff, that's gonna be really annoying. Oh, that water.
Maverick Entity just says play Stompy Robots and Bug Jihad.
Eh. No idea what he's talking about.
That's force.
Gotta wait for the new one now. Need a gold key. What kind of gay shit is this game? I don't know where the gold key is.
Prophet of Hashut got here after the... I would say the game that actually tested it the most, which was New World.
This game
Okay,
actually
too.
does the lighting thingy.
Mm.
It's quaint, but I don't see what the hubbub was about.
It's one of those things where, like, Arch did actually say something that was correct. That it's like, at this point,
Oops.
graphics are going to be, like, incremental steps, and it's only going to be when people look back on what came before that people actually realize how far it's come, because again, a lot of it's going to be incremental steps.
What? I feel like this isn't the first level. I think I
It's
clicked
not.
on a different.
You jumped it. No, you jumped into the second mission.
Whoops. I have taken a wrong turn. At one point. Nope, I was there. Key. There we go.
Varus just says, "Behold, kids, a game both older and yet far more fondly remembered than any of you."
Okay.
I mean,
The thing is,
correct.
give it like a bit longer, that's probably going to change. There'll be a different game that the fucking Zoomers are. It's like, oh man, you guys remember this game?
It's already happened though.
It's true.
Most people like. There's several different groups now.
If you were to ask people in high school now, it's like, yo, hey, have you heard of Quake? They'll probably say what?
Ask them about Halo. Halo Reach specifically.
They're
How
gonna
many of
know
them
about
remember
Halo.
that?
No, I can already
that's-
tell you, Halo Reach, they think that was old.
Yeah, exactly.
They already do, yeah. If you ask high school about Halo Reach, they'll be like, "What? Fuck, cringe."
Like, why are you talking about old shit? Because
To be
it
fair.
is.
Reach is shit. So.
It is.
Then Varus
Flash
just
is
says
like,
hex it.
I'm back.
God damn it.
What, were you making fun of me this whole time?
Meet the Galaxy goes for a fucking odd one. Remember GTA 5? Oh my god, nostalgic.
Imagine we were making fun of Zoomers.
Well,
GTA.
Not even. No, I would say that's actually
Nostalgic.
incorrect. It's not even making fun of Zoomers. It's just. That's just life.
I mean, if anything, that makes fun of millennials more.
one of
Fair
those
enough.
things are done downloading. Probably not. Fork.
Meet the Galaxy is like, fuck you all, I love Reach. You're in the minority here,
Reach
boy.
is a good game.
No, it's not.
No, it isn't.
I know it isn't.
After having
After-
speed run it a bunch of times, it's like, no,
And had,
it really
and had a
isn't.
few drunken encounters with it. It's like, no, it's not a good game.
I don't
Look,
mind it as a game,
I
but
used-
honestly, it's overrated in my opinion.
Is it though? Here's the thing I would do with
Nobody
overrated.
overrates Reach.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, overrated implies that it has a, like, people
The
remember, not
majority
just
of people
remember
I
it
talk
fondly.
to, the majority of people I talk to, outside of my small circle online, which has become much bigger now, honestly, revere Reach.
Beer?
I
That's
mean,
one of
it,
They claim it's the best
I
game
can
ever
see
made.
it being liked, but I wouldn't say it's the best.
The best? That is...
now Meet the Galaxy, you can't just make the same joke twice.
Yeah, you already blew your load with that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
You keep, like, not waiting enough.
Reach was... It had a weird emotional impact, like the first time you go through the story, and you know,
It
The
did.
issue is, the more
You're
you
not-
come in-
you're
The
n-
mo-
and if you're not paying attention to the nitty-gritty of the storytelling itself, because you know you're shit at paying attention to those sorts of
See, the thing is,
things,
I paid attention to it, and I read the book, and I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah,
garbage?"
the more you analyze the story, the more it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I initially thought...
Look,
meh.
that's something I never did until I started speedrunning the game, and I was forced to interact with the cutscenes more and more and more, and I'm like, oh my god, this actually
I
is
actually
really
paid
shit
attention to
story
the
writing.
I paid
It is.
attention to the story, which is why I didn't like it.
Here's the thing, like, I watched all of them, but, like, that's not the part of Halo I really cared about.
Anytime they do a side story that isn't cheap, I just think it's a bad idea. Because they've
Oh my
never done it
goodness.
well.
Meet the Galaxy, that explains so much. He was like, I was 12 when I played Reach.
And even then, they can't.
The
do
problem
it
with
cheap.
ODST and Reach is that they were trying to do things differently, mostly because they were phoned-in projects, both of them.
It's a shame,
A
'cause
bunch
I-
did not want to work on either of them.
Yeah, it's a shame because, like, I could see a reality in which ODST was actually good. It's just, it's not.
They tried.
Also, for me, Halo growing up was always one of those things that I played over at friends' houses because I never had an Xbox. I had a PlayStation 2, but I never had an Xbox 360.
It was exotic.
Yeah, so it had that exotic factor to it, so whenever I did run across the story, it had this sense of mystery because I either saw it in bits and pieces, and when I did finally do a full playthrough, I was able to put those bits and pieces together and form that more complete picture. And due to the lack of information, I think, as, like, you know...
The less you
basic
know
nature.
about Halo's story in ODST, the more it's like, oh wow, so cool,
You know
so
what's great?
interesting.
You know what's great? I just thought about this. Halo Infinite is probably gonna be... Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't it be funny if Halo Infinite is the game that comes out while Call of Duty and Battlefield just suck ass? And it's...
Are you saying, wouldn't it be
Halo
funny if
Infinite's
it's
the only
actually a
one
good
that's
game?
good.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that would
That's
be
a
funny.
that's a very real possibility at this point.
I mean, heck, when you're scraping the barrel and you come up with like a piece of peanut butter that isn't like a complete dried chunk, I mean, you know.
Then you can just see the people like,
Wow,
the
this stuff
exec-
is spreadable!
Then you can
What
just see the
glorious...
exec- I can just see the execs here. It's like, we're back, baby.
Like, I mean, Halo Infinite beta, I generally hear is well received. So
Everyone
far
who
with
I know who
Battlefield,
played it said good things about it. And all the people I see dunking on it are like on Twitter, and there's like some sort of agenda behind it, and it's like, I honestly think the Halo Infinite campaign, to be honest, I think it's gonna be shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, not only that, I don't know what the fuck they did with the bird design. Like, I really hope that changes.
They're like monkeys.
I'm right. It's only
If
really,
the Sonic movie was any precedent, hopefully they changed it.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because one little conspiracy theory that I heard is they actually intentionally made it that bad so they could change it.
I mean,
mean-
it is also entirely possible it was placeholder art.
Considering it was a year delay, I believe it. Or it was.
You know,
COVID
that's the
rush.
lovely thing about fucking... No, that's the lovely thing about fucking COVID. Everybody uses it to excuse delays.
It's an excuse.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Thing is, in the industry, right? A lot of them actually
In
have
any
to go
industry.
to. I know, but a lot of them do have to go to a studio, which is dumb because most of them could work remotely, especially in the games industry. If anything, indies
Where
have
it's like
proven
coding
that.
or like writing or anything like that.
Like when a game company uses like a disease or some sort of thing, like an excuse, like it's actually the shittiest kind of excuse. It's like, nah, bitch, you don't have to work that way. Like you could have gotten it done.
You
Had
chose this
actually
lifestyle.
changed- yeah.
You chose this lifestyle.
That's why you're just honest. Like with our game, like there have been more unforeseen fucking.
Team just like,
consequences.
I'm gonna be real with you here. I'm kind of retarded.
I'm kind of retarded. Not actually retarded in that regard, fortunately. I had the foresight to be honest with people. I was like, you know, I hope this is going to be done. I hope we'll be at the prototype stage with the presentable build. And here we are, October. When I talked to the team, I was like, God, I really hope it's
Lazy
October."
Badger, the reason the design is so jarring is, from what I remember hearing about it,
That's not
they're trying to make Halo as it was originally intended to be
well,
designed,
that's
which
the
is
PR speak. But yeah, I know what you're saying because you're just saying what they said.
yeah. I'm not saying that is the case. I'm saying that's what they're saying.
Yes. It's supposed to be
So-
more close to the original because the original was supposed to be a lot more open worldy. All right,
Which
fine.
you can kind of get glimpses of with Silent Cartographer, but beyond that, there's not much.
Yeah, Silent Cartographer is the only map in Halo 1 that's much more close to the original vision of the game. The issue is the console limitations and a bunch of other things, specifically console limitations, like they couldn't get bigger environments.
Should I be sad that the games I'm looking forward to getting towards the end of the year are literally remakes of Pokemon and Advanced Wars?
Honestly, I look at the Advanced Wars remake and I'm like, originally I was like, ooh, nice, and like I look at it more and I'm like, eh, like it maybe should just stay dead.
Yeah.
Advanced
The Galaxy, I don't think there's anyone who, like, who seriously cares about Halo and then doesn't have at least some variation of that sentiment.
Unless Advance Wars comes to PC, then it can come back to life. I'm kidding, but they should.
I'm
port
hearing
it.
some asterisks and stipulations with your love and admiration.
Things I have a Switch, but I have no desire to like use it or interact with it.
I mean, that's a really poor way to treat a sexual partner. Okay, so that's my dumb joke for the evening.
Hope you feel bad.
I
Jokes
don't.
are bad. I'm not even good at making jokes, and I'm better than you. Fuck's sake. Imagine you're embarrassing me.
Nah, you're just better at laughing at your own jokes, which is a talent of its own. Not that it's a bad
They
talent.
do say that making yourself laugh is half the battle.
It is. And I've already won the first half.
Kibs is like, I would take the stance of a lot of old rulers. I kind of won this from a certain point of view.
From a certain point of view. I don't know what that means, but yes. Squinch eyes. Not sure what that means. Unremitted. Hi.
So what card did you get, Kibs? Ask chat.
A
3080.
GTX 760.
A what?
I was gonna say,
RTX
what the fuck?
3080, if I remember right. Actually, no, I remember now. I wasn't fully thinking. Motion blur? Yeah, leave that the hell off.
No, you need to add it. We need
We
to
need Bloom. We're returning
We
to
need
the
to
past.
test your card. It's like, no, but motion blur, no! You can't
Motion
make
blur
me!
sucks.
That's not
Doesn't
testing.
motion blur save frames?
Probably. Actually, no, it does.
This game kind of sucks. I said what everyone was thinking, okay?
It's funny,
Like-
you bought me this game, yet I've not downloaded it once.
I did want to play the multiplayer, though.
For 500 years, the Calradian Empire dominated the
Oof,
continent.
what are you doing with the painting? Stop it.
Its armies scattered foes before them.
Looks really bad.
The strongholds of proud
The paintings are good,
tribes
though.
crumbled
But them
beneath
wiggling
its
is
engines
meh.
of war. From
Eh.
the forests of the north
Stop it.
Everyone basically tries to do this sort of like
to the wastes
art style
of the
now because
south.
it's cheap.
Like, the
Like,
painting's
yeah, we're
good.
just gonna make a steel
All
frame,
was
and
brought
then
beneath
we're making
the
a still
standard
frame,
of their
and then we're gonna
legions.
make people wobble
Use
around
soft,
on it.
yeah, use the
Brutal
software to
as
make
the
it like
conquest
wiggle
was,
around a little bit.
the
Yes, there is an
wise
opening
agreed
cutscene
that it
now.
brought peace.
I only know that because
The
I just saw it
land
now.
Now
Like, the
untroubled
art,
by
the paintings
armies,
themselves
grew
are good.
rich, but empires,
They're sketchy
like
and
men,
rough, and I kind
grow
of like that.
old.
That one wasn't the worst, at least the
Leaders
pan.
lose a common
Well, yeah,
cause.
that's because the people aren't actually moving on it.
Corruption spreads. Old enemies learn the Empire's tricks and devise new
Hanse,
ones
do you like
of their
Pokemon
own.
Icarus? Never played it.
I
Until
blame
one day, the bonds
manga
holding
YouTube
the
for this.
Empire snap. Then comes the
Manga
Civil
YouTube.
War, pitting
Yeah, because they're the
all
ones that initially
against
started off
all.
going like, well, we can't wait for the next episode of the Bleach or Naruto anime to come out, so we're just going to like take the manga still frames and then animate them.
I'm surprised how
By
bad this
just-
intro is,
Time
though,
of
in terms of
suffering.
narration. Fuck.
But also
I think the last
even
Pokemon
the worst
game I
hours,
played was
a
Ruby
time of courage and defiance.
for the Game Boy.
I mean,
As
good
new leaders arise
intros are a thing of the past.
from new places and new peoples.
Hot take, the last hurrah of good video game
turn
intros
back the
was
tides of
StarCraft II
destruction.
Legacy of the Void.
And bring forth
Actually has a good intro,
new
you're not wrong.
world
Game shit.
from
The
the
game story is
ashes
shit. The game's actually
of the
fine.
old.
The story is awful, though.
The gameplay
The
itself
story
is
is
fine.
god awful.
The story is...
You can tell at that point, like, basically all the writers are trying to basically tell the exact same story in all their settings.
They're like, we need to wrap this up, but we're gonna do it like with this weird god thing. And it's like, please don't. And like, we do god thing.
And then they're like, but God thing. And then the fucking fan.
And then
theory
we're
is-
gonna do it in World of Warcraft.
And then basically the fans coping so hard, like who like actually like the story. It's like, Jim's basically just getting drunk and then blow his brains out at the end.
I still laugh at that because it fits so much more.
Well, don't
It
you
does
realize, like,
functionally.
Kibs, he never sleeps. When he dies, he will rest. That's true. I think the game crashed.
Oh, speaking of which, how did report season go for you?
We don't talk
Or is
about
it still
that.
ongoing?
It's over. Report season. It's every month.
Yeah, he's like, there's 12 seasons in a year. It's like, that doesn't add up.
Dude, chat, dude.
12 seasons in a year. Hold on, dial it back, please. Okay, the way I understand, like, report time for you is, like, on a quarterly sort of basis.
Monthly.
Monthly.
It's monthly. Okay.
First week of every month.
All around me are familiar faces.
Oh, hey, game's
Loaded.
back.
Not a big enough bulge. The women look hideous in this game, so yeah, we'll just leave that. I don't care what I look like. I just want to test stuff. Landlord's retainers, because I'm a Mary Sue. No, wait, Gary Stu. I'm a male. Yes, I had leadership skills. What's the most OP thing? Repaired project, worked in village smithy.
Living as a
RPG.
child, you...
What's the most Gary Stu thing for me to do?
The thing is, at this point, I'm actually trying to think of, like,
Hunted small
min-maxy
game.
stats.
No, I'm thinking of narrative here. As a youngster, you
Commander staff.
growing up in Calrodia, joined a commander's staff because I'm a Gary Stu. You defeat an enemy battle, you led a successful manhunt, you invested money, you hunted dangerous animals. I defeat an enemy battle because I'm full of myself. You subdued the raider, you organized travel to break out. I did it by myself. You did it. Default. I don't care. Wait. Default is very easy. What's normal?
You sure? I would not mess with recruitment difficulty.
Here, let me help you, game. This is easy. That's normal. That's hard. You're welcome.
How do you
game.
know that, though?
I have no idea.
With this, I wouldn't. I would recommend not touching that.
Fine. I'm just gonna leave it. Was it that? Was it very easy or was it normal?
It was on very easy.
Oh, it just seems a little easy.
Because the thing is, from
If
what I
remember right,
remember
the economy
watching
in this game
you,
sucks ass, actually. You should mod this. Like, vanilla is awful. Bruh.
The problem with Mountain Blade or Mountain Blade 2 is that it's not Mountain Blade 1, and it came out way too fucking late.
This game is
It
behind
really
the
did.
time.
It's like, we're gonna make a graphical update.
I
Cool, it looks as though it was new from 2012.
The total
look at the-
Roman one, yes. As Riemann
I
as it
look at-
can be. There, I'm literally Rome. I did
I
it.
look at Bannerlord. I just think, mechanically speaking, why get it?
Shouldn't you be going for... Well, yeah, never mind.
the reason you would get it is you never played any of the other ones.
No, the reason is you played the other ones, especially Mountain Blade Warband, and you were like, oh, I want that game, but more polished. And then you'd be disappointed.
I can
Like my
take
friend,
it.
who played the fuck out of my Mountain Blade Warband, and now is disappointed.
Look, I'm just looking at how pretty the game is.
His fucking face. Oh my god. I'm watching on the stream and it just,
You know he's streaming it in Discord, right?
I know he's streaming it in Discord, but
He's
I
dead.
don't like having both open at the same time.
You could just mute
For-
the Discord, or not the Discord, but the.
He's not dead.
That's not the issue. It's
Do a rock at me.
autism. Blame autism. But yeah, I saw the fucking looter's face for a second there, and god damn was that funny. It's just like his fucking goofy, derpy ass
Wait,
smile.
Kibs, I just
Like,
realized
why?
the game that you could use to try. Kingdom Under Fire 2.
They never lagged.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. They
Mountain
really
Blade
did make
Warband
that-
lagged for you? Or
No,
No,
Kingdom
Kingdom
Under
Under-
Fire 2.
That game actually was surprisingly well optimized. When did they pull the servers down again?
The 26th,
What today's date?
the 8th.
We got time. I need to figure out what day. You need to go further away.
I don't think you can. This is a spear you can actually couch.
It is definitely not.
I killed him, chat. I murdered him. No. They're running. That's very homosex of them. You know what won't be homosex of them? When they die.
Dying.
He lived. Fuck, he lived too. You guys gotta stop doing that. You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me. Thank you. Thank you.
What if you stab him in the head?
You missed. You're making me look bad, you little fucking peasant. Oh! I hope your death is slow. There we go. Ah! Here. I just love the idea that they just walk up in front of it. Like, it's so stupid. But I also love it at the same time because it's stupid. Alright, just execute the prisoners. Sell them into slavery. That's what we always like doing in this game. Yeah, vanilla in this game sucks ass. I already remember that. The economy system sucks ass. Like, you need to mod it. I hate the fact that nothing.
Well, I mean, the fucking... Is the studio actually working on the game, though?
Wait.
Allegedly.
According to some say they have made game. Others say, I don't know.
Yep, this is the full release of the game. We're just calling it a beta. Don't worry about it. It'll be ready in 10 years' time.
Thank you for the 50 gold. I will leave your village in peace. For now. But I'll be back. With more random shit to dump into you. But I don't want it. See, what could make this game a little bit more bearable is co-op. Are there
I
any
was
good
about to
overall
tell
mods
you.
for Bannerlord yet? I have no idea. Oh, what were you about to tell me?
I was about to tell you, hey, maybe you should play Supreme Commander to see if it'll not lag when you and the AI build like 10,000
Except you realized
units each.
something, didn't you?
But then, no, it's tied to CPU.
Yeah, no. It runs on a single core. It has Sins of a Solar Empire problem. Yeah, my system could run circles
So
around
sad.
it. But it's tied
Actually,
to-
Sins of a Solar Empire has fixed that issue, it seems.
They have? I don't believe you.
Yeah. I mean, I've literally been live streaming it the past while.
He's lying. You haven't really had a big battle, have you? Just be honest. 'Cause
Granted,
last
I
time
haven't played with
it,
large
it
fleet
lagged
enabled.
to
I
death.
haven't played
Yeah,
with
that's exactly it.
I haven't played with maximum AI either, but for me, it used to lag even before that on my current CPU.
Yeah, I think they haven't fixed. Like, that would be a major patch.
I think they have,
No, I think you're...
and they
I
have
think you're
had
wrong.
pretty major patches since. Like what? When was the last time you played Sins of a Solar Empire?
Yes,
that
but
was like
when's-
2
when's-
years ago.
No, that's actually not 2 years ago. That's like a couple months ago.
Was it a couple months?
Yes. The thing is,
Meh.
Smash, I think you're just misremembering it. I'm not trying to be mean. And you probably have a better computer than you used to have.
Actually, the better question is, have I played Sins of a Solar Empire on this PC ever?
That might
Yeah, I have. I played it when we Like, actually 2 years ago with you. That's why I'm remembering 2 years. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, back then it was lagging. When I've been playing recently, it hasn't been lagging. Either that or the game has gotten better at hiding it.
I remember I used to find this kind of like circle strafing thing kind of fun. Now I just find it tedious.
You're growing old, Kibs.
Like, it makes me kind of sad. Like, the blood effects aren't too bad. The visuals aren't terrible for what it is. Like, the thing...
You see, this is the first moment of realization that Kibs is slowly turning into an adult human being. Well,
no,
imagine
but I still have video
Next
games that I
his
actually enjoy,
reaction
though.
time was slow.
No! The panic sets in.
Other than the panic. The thing is, that I would actually give you, like, be like, oh, that's actually valid, but, like, there are so many games I actually do enjoy. It's just Bannerlord one of those that I kind of, or the Mountain Blade series, that I kind of realized that, like, I enjoyed it, but I enjoyed, like, thinking I would do something, and then I do it and be like, that was the thing that happened. Like,
It's one of
the
those
concept
games you
was more
have to
appealing.
make your own fun, and if you can't even have fun doing that, then it's not going to be a game you can get into.
Pippity pappity pippity
Yeah.
pappity. Listen to me gallopy.
It's the reason why I've only gotten like 60 hours logged into the game, whereas my friend has like
It's a game that
600.
for me, I think it's
Well, this
a
game's
game
gonna get better once
I
it's finished
enjoy
with mods.
more watching people play it rather than doing it myself.
Yeah.
True.
Also need to wait for
But
mods.
it is also
and the game
very
to get
cyclical
frozen.
and repetitive.
It is. The gameplay loop gets very old, and there's not that many good quest lines. No, no, no.
Also, as a sort of side note, I've been noticing that like your patience for doing things in games has been changing based off of the fact that you well, you've been just focusing so much more on your own game's design. And as a result of that, I think that's bled into the way you perceive
When you make games, that's
in
true.
general now.
When you make games, your view on it change. Robin, our animator, has been making video games for a very long time, and his perspective on games has changed. Now, he's got a very weird perspective where, like, almost every game he plays, it seems like he thinks it's garbage. For me, this game isn't garbage. In fact, I actually enjoy aspects of
Just
this.
near garbage.
I just wish, like, this game is behind the times. Like, it should have been out ages ago. Like, it took them forever to get this game out, and it's filled with problems, and it's not even done. I'm not a big fan of the progression system, but at least they're trying at that. Like, the battles
I
themselves
mean,
aren't
I can
terrible, but the
understand
tactical
where
map
Cashew is coming
sucks.
from. I understand where Cashew's coming from as a tradesperson myself. Just the longer I've been in painting, the more and more I can't even stop it now. I walk into somebody's house and the first thing I look at is their paint job. And I start criticizing the person based off of the paint job.
That
they
happens.
have.
Like, I don't watch Let's Play
I forget
content
what it's
either.
called, but that actually there is a term for that.
Occupational disease.
Yeah.
When I see a fucking, like, streamer and stuff, I don't look at them for, like, being entertained. I look at them to be like, alright, what are they doing? And then either it's like, that's better than me. Fuck, that makes me mad. Because, like, I should be doing, like, way better. I should be putting a lot more effort. Like, why didn't I think of that? How come I didn't think of that earlier? Like, what the fuck? Or it's like, God, like, at least I'm better than that. Like, it's either that or that, and it's like, I hate that. It's like, well, at least I'm not that bad. It's like, God, I wish I was that good. Like, it's a binary. It's like not good enough, or it's like, well, at least I've made improvements. I hate it.
Well, because you suddenly, in your mind, develop a shorthand. Like, it's not something you necessarily want to articulate all the time, and so your brain eventually just goes like, okay, cool, I'll develop a shorthand for interacting with this thing in order to be useful towards this thing I'm doing as my career.
Thing is, the more I work on games, the more I actually love games. Like, my love for video games has only increased. I don't want to command them.
I
Yeah,
would
money.
start puking at a modern arts display. In fact, I'd then claim it's modern art itself and ask for money.
It's true. That is how you should do it. Like that one guy who's like, museum, pay me and I'll give you an art piece, and he gave them back a fucking empty canvas. You can't you can't fault him for that. It's like he just says it's modern art. It's not theft. It's modern art.
You can literally get away with that these days when modern art is, again, I always like this, taping a banana to a wall. Like,
I think one of my favorite
a blank canvas
stories
is fair
from
game.
way back when is this guy. He wasn't actually intentionally trying to do this. He just set his glasses down because he wanted to do something. And then people came over and started taking pictures of his glasses being set down on the ground because they thought it was actually part of the exhibit.
That is... Ugh. God.
People can be a bit simple sometimes.
The thing is, there is some like modern art that I think can be good. It's just the issue is it's so few and far between.
Yes, yeah, fair point. I'd say the same thing. For every person that actually puts in effort, you have a lot more people that would just...
Here's also the other thing you need to remember when it comes to
Lazy Badger, modern art has always been money laundering.
yeah.
That also just like poorly obscure pornography.
And that's honestly what I was trying to get to, is that a lot of modern art is basically really rich people going to their like artist friends, and it's like, I'll say that this is worth this much.
So I have this kink. And look, it's not even about going to your artist friends and saying, oh, it's worth this much. No, you don't just go to your artist friend and say, hey, I'm willing to pay you this much for your piece of art. You then have to go to an art critic, an art appraiser, and you have to get like this whole team of people involved in making sure that the value of this work is actually what you want it to be in order to like have it as a tool of leverage for when the tax man comes.
It's beautifully absurd in its own way. Versus how people typically think. It's like, I like pretty picture. Kibs, Reguline says, stop sucking.
We're winning at the moment.
I think Reguline's posts are all infinitely improved by the fact that they have the crying cat fucking emoji as their
I've already told him that his
PFP.
new name is Squealy Kitty.
Squealy Kitty.
Yep. Sounds very
Ah,
feminine.
fuck, this isn't Discord, I can't switch his name.
Dark donates $5. Say art has been so loosely defined. Everything is modern art, so nothing is art. But yes, modern art is rich, corrupt people shenanigans. I don't really care. The thing is, the only thing that matters at all is literally what art you like and what art you are interested in. Anything else is trivial and is not of your concern. Don't waste your time worrying and whining and complaining about things that you can't really change or fix, because it's just going to make you glum. More interesting and more productive to be like, yeah, no. Like, I like Sala's art. I like Carlos's art. I like this art. I focus on that rather than whining, bitching, and moaning about something I can't fucking change. Because, yeah, the art industry is fucking garbage and will never change. Doesn't matter. It's irrelevant and pointless. Use it for what it can do for you and ignore the rest.
Pretty much.
Until you've commissioned something, you can't even really say you've interacted with art correctly. No, I shouldn't go into that. This is just going to take this conversation in a completely stupid, meta and analytical direction.
No, because I'll just kick you, because you'll bore me. Now, the thing is, why are looters such massive damage sponges? Listen, it's because my little pointy stick is getting dull from stabbing so many.
Nah, it's because you're not aiming for the head, really.
Look, I never can tell what is aiming in this game. Like, what is aiming?
Wait, weapons have degradation
They
in
don't.
this game? Okay, good.
The shield does, though.
Well, yeah, the shield always has.
Like, I just imagine these guys going like, think about it. Like, think about the AI. Let's talk about the combat in this for a second. They are pretty primitive in the sense that this AI will just chase me. It doesn't think. Strategically, in the base game, I'm not saying for mods, because modders might have fixed something with this regard, by the way. But in the base game, if we do a big battle, and I have like a ton of troops, say I have some archers or some swordsmen, and I put them on the hill over there, and I put the little swordsman below, right? The AI doesn't really look at that and go like, anything. It goes like, enemy over there, run toward enemy, attack. Like, if you ever done the big battles in this game, or the war battles, it's all the same. Like, the AI general or commander of the army will be like, go here, defend the flank, while the right flank collapses. Like, the AI can't process what's actually happening. He did. It's actually pretty dumb. And it's honestly, that is one thing that, to echo what Smashton was talking about earlier, about games, where you work on something, for example, with this paint thing, you know? This is something I worry about for our own game. It's like, okay, the AI will only do really what it's programmed to do, or what it's, you know, what scripts it follows. So how do you make that? How do you give the illusion that that's intelligent? Because no AI in any game is actually intelligent. At all. Now, they're intelligently designed AIs, but they're not actually smart. The creator was smart when he came up with the scripts and stuff. It's like, yeah, I'll do this attack.
Calling them
this and
AI
that
is
stuff.
honestly incorrect in the first place, but
Yes.
that's a whole other thing.
Technically, it's a virtual
Go on about
intelligence,
this.
not artificial intelligence, but again, it's a whole...
This is-
It's just
I could go-
advanced scripting.
I could go on about this, but yeah, you pretty much touched upon the gist of it.
And honestly, when working on my own game and seeing that and realizing the other games like that, it did hurt. It's like, yeah, that is how it is. But it's easy to turn off that side of your brain sometimes. It's not like it's impossible. It's like, yeah, you know, that is like that. But you know what? It is fun. For example, just in that battle there. Yeah, sure. The AI was dumber than a brick and just ran after me like a bunch of muppets. But here's the thing. I got to kill him. And the thing is, not only did I get to kill them, but I can look at it this way. They were running away. And they were like, don't kill me. And I was like, you're going to die. See? If you think about it in a little bit more of a sadistic, all my people are dead. No! Now I'm mad. I didn't realize they died.
That happens a lot until you actually get some half-decent troops.
Mr. Percy says, the Bethesda AI does the same thing, Kibs. That's all AI, pretty much. It's not even a Bethesda AI. Like, it's just general. Because we don't really have advanced things. Like, there's scripts. When you play Total War and you see an army do a formation thing, that's not the AI thinking of that. That's because the programmers and the game designer, I'm not sure how it works in CA, but that's because they're like, all right, we'll have them do this, a triple line formation, and if the enemy does a flanking maneuver, what the AI should do is it should move over there. It's basically the same thing for the game. It was like, because we added line of sight to our game, it's like, okay, what happens when the player character loses, or the game's art AI director thingy loses contact visually with the player's characters? Does it A, know where it is? B, does it know where its last known location is? We decided with B. It's like, okay, based on the fact that it went in that building and closed the door, it knows that there's something in there. So it has a few scripts. It's like, okay, if I have these dudes, I'll stack up on the door and break it down or something like that. These are just ideas.
Okay, basically, TLDR, the missile knows where it is, because it knows where it isn't.
It's like, where?
It is literally an application of that.
More or less, yeah. Like, when you make your little beep boop, you gotta be like, okay, beep boop, you need to do this. If the player does this, beep boop, you do this. And beep boop like, beep boop do this when player does that. And then you test it, and the beep boop does that, and you're like, good. Or the beep boop does, like, I see a wall, I walk through the wall. It's like, beep boop, you have to abide by players' rules too. People are like, beep boop don't care. The wall is of no consequence to beep boop. Did that actually happen? I don't think that actually happened in our game. I know that it happens. It's happened in other games where Beep Boop will just fucking be like, I can do this. Or Steel Division, good example. Beep Boop knows where your artillery positions is because it knows where everything is, and so it will fire at every location.
Was always fucking cancer.
Yep. I killed him. See, what kind of annoys me with this gameplay loop is I have to go quite a ways away because oh god damn it, they're running away. Because you want to turn around and get some speed. Because if I remember right, mechanically, which is kind of cool actually. Like you need to build up momentum, and once you get the momentum, like maximum speed, and you strike, you get a bonus to damage, if I recall correctly. If I hit him going full speed, it doesn't feel like a momentum bonus or anything. I remember.
I think that only works for the couch lance.
Maybe that is, but it should work
For
for this theory
this-
too.
That's what I was mentioning earlier, that I
No!
don't think you can actually
No!
couch this lance. Because I
Yeah,
think
for
you could
this
have
one, I
this-
think it's heavily dependent on where you're actually aiming.
Mhm. So aiming for the body versus the head will drastically determine how much damage you do.
Here's another problem that I have with this game. It's nothing actually on the game's fault. The problem is I played this quite a bit, and so the gameplay loop for me has gotten stale because I spent more time in the game. So anytime there's a patch, it's like, fuck, I have to like will myself to play it again. To get past the early stages of the game and get to the new content, you know? I have no idea what's new, by the way. I just sort of started this game because of reasons. I know it looks pretty-ish. You know what could be interesting, actually?
Uncle Touchy says he thought this was a... no, not Uncle Touchy. Ryford says he thought this was a CPU-intensive game. As opposed to a GPU-intensive.
Probably is. What is causing that?
Do you have hardware encoding enabled?
Where would that be done again?
It would be done in Streamlabs.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. What does hardware encoding do again?
It means that your CPU isn't tasked with doing all of the encoding for streaming. Some of the workload is offloaded onto the graphics card, and how much of the workload is offloaded is highly dependent on how good you are with actually programming things in Streamlabs, and also, it is also dependent on your graphics card and graphics card drivers and a whole host of things that I'm too illiterate in technology to understand.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I actually have a capture card, but it's not on. So that would fix that problem.
Well, yeah, that would.
But the issue is, I don't have the driver. Actually, I don't think so. Let's go to Elgato's website. I purchased a capture card because that was the entire reason behind this build. I guess I've told chat to death this. So I don't want to keep telling it. But for Smashing's sake, I bought the new.
Now,
GPU.
you've also told me.
Oh, I have? Future proof, yeah.
Yeah, you
so
have.
so you know, and I got the capture card so that I could offload the stress onto the capture card. So that the stream
so
quality
that
would go up.
neither your GPU nor your CPU are actually tasked with doing streaming.
Yep, to help out. But the problem is, I don't think I have the driver, and I'd have to restart the stream, but I should do it. I should do it because I should get that set up so I can actually take advantage of my hardware. But I don't know how
Taking
to do
advantage of things that you bought sounds heretical.
it. Elgato's website loads like a potato. As in it doesn't load at all. Sadness. Yeah, I bet it says in the box. Problem is in order to access the Streamlabs like settings and stuff, it's all locked because it's currently, which is tragic. But I'm wondering if I'm missing a piece of thing. See, I have that thing. I feel like I already have the application. I just needed to find it. It also might be... One thing is my motherboard, where it's positioned. The card, in order to be screwed in to the, what you call it, the thing in the back, like, kind of puts it at a weird angle. So I'm wondering if I have to unscrew it so that it can be fully slotted. But the thing is, as long as they're making contact, the pins, it should be fine. God, their website's fucking retarded. Okay, chat, this is dumb. I'm gonna show you this because I find this retarded. I open their website, and there's like this, which is like HDMI 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it's like scroll, scroll, and it puts them in. Ha ha ha. Fucking hate that.
That looks special.
Downloads. Probably gonna be in there if I had to guess.
You see, this is the problem.
What's wrong?
It's a monopoly. Nobody else does capture cards quite like Elgato, and so Elgato's able to get away with like really poor user interfacing.
Yeah, their fucking software is garbage. This software, I hate this. But like, that's how I was able to capture consoles before. I needed to do it this way. It was trash chant. Elgato is basically a capture card company. They sell stuff like that. Don't even remember. Well, hold on a sec. Need to log in.
And what are you even laughing about Ballistic Zero? Of course you screw in your fucking cards. If you have a vertically standing fucking PC with a motherboard that's tied to like one of the sides of your case,
yeah,
then yeah, of course you have to screw a graphics card in place so that it doesn't bend the pins due to its massive fucking dummy thick weight.
Yeah, no. Have you seen how big the fucking 3080 thing is? Like, Jesus Christ.
Like,
It's
I know
bigger
mine
than
isn't
both
even
of
that
my
big, but it's
1080s
like
combined.
when I plug that thing in, it's like, nah, we're screwing that bad boy in.
No. Like, you don't understand. This thing is fucking gargantuan. Like, I looked at
No,
it.
no,
opened
Kibs,
it
that's
up.
what I'm saying. Like, I know my card
but
is
I
not the
pulled it
biggest.
out of the box, and I was like, fucking Christ.
You
like,
could beat a child to death with this.
If I don't screw that thing in, that'll tear the motherboard. That'll just snap through.
Best case scenario, it destroys the pins on the fucking graphics card and leaves your motherboard intact. Maybe with a damaged PCIe slot. Maybe.
Yeah.
Best case scenario.
If you don't screw in your cards with a vertical standing PC, like, you're retarded. You just leave them sit there? Oh.
But even if you have a horizontally laying, like, oh, I don't know, maybe you're some fancy dancy prick who has a, like, entire desk where the motherboard is built into the desk and there's, like, a glass piece of furniture that you can look at all your PC parts inside of. Even at that point, you'd want to screw in your graphics card so it doesn't wobble from left to right in the event of an earthquake, worst case scenario, or even just like, oh, I bumped the table, oh shit, I destroyed my entire gaming setup. Fuck.
Yo, don't do, like,
come on. What are you...
Yeah. The thing is, like, why wouldn't you screw it in? Like, I've got questions for you, Ballistic Zero. Like, my dude. Like, okay, if you don't move it, like, okay, maybe it'll just be fine. Maybe it'll just sort of stay in. But, like...
Ballistic Zero, you're not orc enough to get away with this.
I don't have to secure it. Like, oh, you just smash it with me hammer and it works, mate. Like, god damn it.
Meet the Galaxy is like, Sebastian,
This
just
gun
described
doesn't
my
even
setup.
have a functioning chambering mechanism. In fact, it doesn't even have a barrel. How is it firing bullets?
What do you mean I need to fire?
Orc logic.
What do you mean I need to...
Britain, you see?
What do you mean I need like a gas system to like move every part?
Oh my god. Oh, so Meet the Galaxy has a fancy dancy
Alright, now that we're done
entire
making
desk
fun of Ballistic
horizontally
Zero,
laying flat
it's time
PC.
for Meet the Galaxy to be teased and mocked. Alright, the thing is, he's intentionally saying that. You can't even believe him. The lying little weasel. He's like, what?
Whatever. I'll
If he was
believe what
trying to
Kibs is
stir
saying.
shit, then why would he say earlier, biggest black pill, Warhammer was never good? When it's like, yeah, kind of true.
Thing is, what was cool about Warhammer was like how dumb it was. Like
It's the same thing with
that is cool.
BattleTech, where it's like, this is dumb, and then the like people who like it are, it's like, yes.
Yeah, pretty much. It's
Well,
like,
you see,
look at all the dumb armies like running across an open field to die. Like that's retarded. That's cool. That's retarded. Like look at the Star Wars universe where they're like use the Force, Luke. Like that's like use energy, use Force energy. Like what? Like that's cool.
And remember, Yoda's a strategic genius for coming up with the fucking assault on Geonosis.
Listen, all those clones that died. No wonder why Order 66 was so easy for them. Many of their comrades had fallen. Yoda and many other Jedi.
You remember like CT-151? Who? That's my point. I know that's not the proper designation for the
CT is I
clone
think
troops.
correctly because clone trooper and then number.
Oh, okay.
I think. And before
The
I
point
get, like,
being,
somebody
like, do you remember like random series of numbers? And he's just like, who?
Okay, I'm installing my capture utility driver. Watch this absolutely bork this.
Meet the galaxy. If you're gonna look at it that way, all languages are made up, not just English.
I mean, look, British doesn't exist. Cockney, on the other hand.
You know what's the funniest thing about the Cockney? It was literally made up to basically have the elite in like Britain have something to like stand apart from regular folk.
I have no idea how the software works.
Wasn't it because the Cockneys were, at one point in time, literal criminals? And the reason why Cockney existed was because it was a, I think the linguistic term is a gripsera, which is a language specifically used only by criminals.
Like I don't remember like all that stuff. I just remember there like a lot of there was like
No, a gripsera is a subgenre, or it's the Russian criminal language, if I'm not mistaken.
Here's the thing: when it comes to languages and the eccentricities of what bleeds into what and what the proper terms are, I don't know them.
Oh, specifically Polish.
He's
God,
like, wait a minute.
No, like I took a linguistics degree at one point.
Wait,
Look, don't ask.
what? Why is this thing capturing? Don't. Fuck. What are you doing?
It's capturing his port.
No, the thing is, like, it's like I start the program, the capture utility, and it's like, I'm gonna start recording and saving to your fucking C drive SSD. It's like, no, that's not for, no, files do not get put on there. Like, get out of there. What are you doing?
Meet the Galaxy is trying to kiss up to Smash.
Bullshit. Bull fucking shit, you're learning Polish.
Smash is like, I had to learn that fucking shit, and I think you're full of it.
I was born with it, raised with it.
And I don't even want to use it.
Actually, I do, because it's... There's things that you can say in Polish that just you can't say in English. The thing is, you miss out on a lot of context.
Here's the thing, and honestly, even English has that as well. Like, every language has, like, certain sayings that it's like, that just doesn't translate.
Polish, on the one hand, is nice because you can just continue adding particles onto a word in order to convey meaning.
I mean, doesn't German do that as well?
You see, if you were actually learning Polish, you wouldn't say yes stem.
Alright, quiet. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Ah! Polax. Disgusting. Vile creatures. Anybody in Eastern Europe always obsesses over talking about Eastern Europe. Why? Why is this? It's as bad as the Balkans.
No,
Where do you
it's
think the
better than the
Balkan-
Balkans.
Where do you think the Balkans get it from?
No, it's the same fucking thing. He's like,
Look, the Balkans just pretend they're not Slavic. They all want to be kawaii Romans or Grecus, but really they can't pull it off.
nice. I have the software, but I feel like I don't want to monkey with this because, like, I'm confused. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, this sounds like something you shouldn't be doing on a stream.
Like, I'm looking at this, like, yes, this looks pretty nice, and then like, but I
Like,
could
I'm only
easily
half
break
paying
this.
attention to what you're doing, and it's like I'm seeing a lot of drop-down windows that you're just randomly clicking.
Like, I'm like, wow, that looks kind of cool. Let's press that button. Let's get
I fucking love how Meet the Galaxy is trying to
Well,
sim for Poland when Smashin
exactly.
is part Polish.
I'm
Hold on.
full-blooded Polish.
Hold on. What if I just Google?
You're
a
fucking
quick
born in
little
fucking
guide?
Florida. You're not Polish.
Google.
No, I was born in Canada, actually, but to both Polish parents. And the first 5 years of my life, apart from like the first 3 or 4 months, were actually spent in Poland, so...
Open Streamlabs. Select the thing. Add. Select the scene to add the device. Click the icon above the source box. In the Add Source menu, select. If I use a splitter.
Well, it's not that we don't take the Balkans seriously. I mean, like, they're seriously there. They exist. It's just that they were better when they were Yugoslavia.
I'm curious. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna try that. Maybe that'll work. Add a source. A source? What?
You see Meet the Galaxy now, I know you're full of shit, because that's the Irish.
Scene.
I mean, it's a Polish, too.
Add
But
scene.
potatoes are kind of like the Irish thing.
Yeah, but how do I add a new scene? I forget how this works. Open, select the scene. Click on the icon above the source box. What? The what box? What are you talking about, beef? I don't know what you talking about no more. You lost me at the potato box. Are you sure it's not? Peter, are you positive, guide? That's even from the actual help page. Open, select the scene and to add. Oh, I'm retarded. Click on the icon above the source box. No shit. Yeah, okay. In the add source menu, select video capture device. Oh wow, video capture device. Wheel. Yes, it does recognize. Good, good. We'll call it Cumgato for memes. That's terrible, and I hate it already. I'll change that later.
He'll
Okay.
be looking for it later. It's like, what the fuck did I name it? I can't find it.
God, I can't fucking remember.
Look, countries that were cooler before they became something else were Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia.
Firstly, it's Czechoslovakia.
If we're going to be including other nations, Italy.
Look at it.
If it's... I don't want to rob my friend of this Slender, but he probably would have never brought it up on stream anyway. But anyway, he had this joke going on about Czechlo-Hungaria.
Uh-huh.
It makes sense in my mind because I've actually heard the full thing, but it was one of those
Trust
things
me,
where
you
he
have
was
to
just
be there.
making he was making fun of Eastern Europeans in general, and that's
Fair.
all you really need to know to understand. It's just like, I want it one lump sum term for all Eastern Europeans. Czechlo-Hungaria. Got it.
It's beautifully insulting in a way.
Oh,
It
didn't
really
press
is.
that. Oh, didn't press that either. Whoa. Stop it. There we go. Damn. Yeah. Probably not that. Wirelessly capture your phone or iPad. Oh no, you don't, chat. Oh no, you
What's
don't.
on your phone and iPad key?
No, based on that code, they could see it, and then they'd be like, "Capture my phone." I'd be like, "No."
Meet the Galaxy, if you know anything about history, we technically sort of did.
Okay, you know what? I'll work on Cumgato later. Cumgato, go away. Cumgato's like, okay. Alright, Keeb.
It was at the behest of the Russians, but we technically sort of did.
Missing your mom. Oh!
Russians asked a lot of people to do a lot of things.
Yeah, you're next door neighbors with the Czechoslovakians. They're doing this weird rebellion thing. Go crush that.
Woo woo. And then
Put the little jingle jingle thingies on the horseman again, guys.
Alright, I downloaded another game that looked pretty. Thing is, I think this game ran. Oh, it's playable, but it's not done. You know how EA does it. It's like, play this early section of the game. Like, no. Fine.
Meet the Galaxy seems to be remarkably simple to please.
My lips itch. Come here. Hands.
Gay faggot.
He's like,
Faggot Kibs. Very faggoty Kibs. My lips itches. Hot smasher, come here.
Oh my
Gets
god.
out the chopper to introduce to Kibs.
You see, I'm 4 beers in, and like this actually legitimately is funny to me, whereas before it would have just been cringe.
Stop drinking, Smashton. Time for water already.
Nope, it's time for number 5.
Smash
He's
it
like,
up.
trust me, I'm actually counting this time.
I'm just gonna simply lock you out of this room. That'll solve me problems.
Look, I'm not playing a video game with you, so it's fine. It's fine.
I doubt it.
He's playing the video game of life, which isn't a video.
Toy
And this
Total
is a
War's
game, but here we are.
Boring though.
Actually, no. Test Sins of a Solar Empire. See if it lags. Goddamn, no. I just said why that wouldn't work earlier.
I like how Smaxian realizes that he is a bagoon. I'm not a bagoon. I'm a lagoon.
Sounds
Did
like a monster from
Smite?
Star
No,
Wars.
hold on. Did Smite lag? Or was Smite smooth when you
No.
tested it last?
Thing is, for me, I'm just going by my own. Unfortunately, chat can't see anything because I don't have the capture thingy set up. And in order to actually set that up, I need to actually end the stream. And if
Yeah.
I'm gonna end the stream, I'm not gonna do it. You know what I might do? I think I might do this, chat. I think what we'll do is this. I think I'll end the stream, and I'll fuck around with it in Discord. Well, and I'll just hang out with peeps for a little bit until I get sick of all your shit and just leave.
What are
He
you,
go
an
back
arch?
to like one of his secret VCs or just go to bed.
Actually, I'm thinking. Oh fuck! I forgot to talk to Chunky Bubby about fucking. We need to schedule the. There's the 2-part drunk stream, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is just Bubs and me. Part 2 is with everyone else. And no speed running smash it.
No speedrunning stats.
Nolan Glory donates $1. Say I'm learning Polish Smastian. You're not. Now, Glow in the Dark donates $5 before that to say art. I read that. Thank you for the donation. Now that Glowy's donation has been read, parts that matter. Oh, god damn it. Yorozuya donates $2. Say, sup guys, haven't been around at much as I'm working. Yorozuya, your job is a secondary, tertiary concern. Watching Bickering Bunch stream content that goes on and never fucking ends is your primary concern in life.
Anyway, since Kibs is clearly in a goodbye moment, I'm gonna say goodbye now because I need to leave for a moment, but I'll be back. But
Okay.
anyway.
We'll be in the Discord server. Description
Yep.
down below. Discord link. Name for Twitch. I want to say hi. Let me ban you. And then, good times. Good night, chat. And thanks for all the supers and stuff. Well, Hands, you gonna say goodbye to them, you fucking little coward?
Goodbye.
Let me pull a Bubs. Goodbye, me.
That's right, Fuzzy's here.
Goodbye. I met her. I'm
Fuzzy's
here.
like,
Am I here, Kibs?
listen to Fuzzy. He's like, how could you? Fuzzy trusted you. It's like Fuzzy betrayed. Betray Fuzzy.
Obligatory.
He's betrayed, chat.
Yes, I am. Now revenge on Kibs.